think it's hugely important to engage young people on the debate about climate change. Young people are the future, and I know that's a cliche, but within a year or two, many of these people will be voting, and it's really important that they're clued in, that they're informed. And I was hugely encouraged today with the level of knowledge these people had and their ideas, and I'm enthusiastic that they know what they're talking about and how to affect policy and politics and democracy and media to bring about change.
They cement in some of the big issues into young people's minds, and they give it sort of practical expression by talking to people who have experience in the field, both at policy level and at scientific level. And I think it's very important for young people to feel that they have access to the, if you like, the levers of power and decision making in the country to some extent, that their voice is heard really.
I always find it very encouraging and stimulating to come to an event like this where we have 180 people who will be the policy makers, I think, of the future. And today's session is about how you can influence policy makers.
I think that's the overall most important message that comes out of today. And I think young people, if they feel that they can make a difference, if they feel their voice is being heard, then they have an enthusiasm and they have an energy which really we have to harness at all levels of society.
I think it's so important that these things happen, and I see great value for it. I can see the interaction there that's taking place, the knowledge that's being imparted, a lot of the people from the EPA and different organisations that are here supporting it. It's a great idea.
Well, I think there's a number of positives that come from today. First of all, there's the opportunity to raise, awareness further for the young people who actually participated in the day. And I suppose to give them a sense of, it's just not something that's just happening in your school, but, in schools and in groups right across Ireland. So there's that sense of building kind of a collective, which I think is important.
Well, hopefully those who participated, they brought something away with them that they didn't have on the way in this morning. And information is knowledge. These things are important. It's important to become passionate and to have an opinion engendered and to take something away that you can actually use to kind of progress forward, to help you understand where you live and the importance of where you live and what's going on around you.
I would hope that they simply go home and nag their parents because a lot of the good of a day like today comes when people go home and say, look, turn off the lights, stop driving me to school, stop wasting energy, stop wasting hot water. And if we can achieve even small areas in that kind of a sphere, I think a day like today will be very well worthwhile.
We recommend that the government influence the media on environmental issue and increase the awareness of important issues to the general public.
The government should make it easier for people to recycle more often.
We want to charge a few extra cents for plastic bags, petrol and coal to put into a social environmental fund which can be used to invest in renewable energy initiatives, e.g. wind turbines and solar panels.
We want to encourage local governments to support local produce and provide education on climate change and the environment.
Funding increase for information and availability of individual sustainable energy systems for householders, like the way you can buy wind turbines off B&Q for €50. There should be grants like that.
Developed countries should help the developing countries to adapt to climate change by giving money and sustainable technology.
More information on the bike scheme in Dublin and in other cities around the country.
Funds from taxes should be used to restore damaged ecosystems globally and to help countries adapt, especially in Africa, because they're suffering really badly from drought.
To get more celebrities involved in campaigning against climate change in the media.
We'd also recommend environmentally focused events organised for all schools in their local areas so that different topics can be discussed and we can learn more.
They are things that can be done, I think, often relatively easily. And of course there was some key, influencers policy here today, so they have the opportunity to hear that and to take that on board and bring that back into their own work and into their own organisations to see what they can do to further the recommendations that the young people made. We're also in a position to give the young people some advice about how they could use their own power as individual young people and as groups of young people to actually further the agenda of environmental awareness and raise the profile of climate change within their family, within their school, within their youth groups, within their communities. So I think there have been very positive outcomes from today.